how much damage has been done and how well their body can, you know, rehabilitate itself. And there's a lot of factors involved.
And so what are the age ranges that you work with your clients?
2 to 3 month old, actually, I should say pregnant women to anywhere up until the end.
Utero.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
Yeah.
have many pregnant women who are starting to be able to carry to term now because they can digest their fat and protein better. Fatty acids are paramount as far as being able to conceive and carry to term. And so many women have problems, you know, and so the enzymes are definitely a help for them.
Okay. And then let's say with young children, 5, 6, 7
Definitely,
year olds.
definitely. Depends on the diet, depends on how they're being fed, how they're breaking it down. Are they in their rush mode? Are they taking their time to chew? And a lot of kids eat a lot of sugar. And it definitely is hard to find something to fill you up. I know when I was little, I didn't care for meat at all. So to fill my tummy, it was macaroni and cheese. And that's, a lot of kids do have that kind of kid-friendly food, but it's not so friendly in their system. And I'm obviously in this business for a reason. So.
Yeah. And what's so bad about sugar?
It's not that it's bad. It's not, sugar is not bad. It's too much of anything that the body can't manage causes an imbalance. So what I tell a lot of people who come in to see me who have maybe a sugar craving is that if we can digest the carbohydrate better for them, some of that sugar craving does turn down.
Now, what about like food coloring, food dyes, artificial preservatives, additives? What's your take on that?
I don't love them. I think that it's an extra step for the body to have to try to manage them. So I just think that if you can get closest to nature, you're doing your body a little bit better. The less the body has to do to try to manage something, the less stress will be put upon the organs.
And so you're teaching a class at Infinity?
I am.
And what are some of the things you're going to be teaching? Obviously, a lot of what we talked about.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
I'm going to be focusing on sugar cravings, actually.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people, and women in particular, not to, you know.
Did you ever read the book Sugar Blues?
It's an old book, and yes, I have.
I actually met the author, I'd say like 20, 30 times, Bill Duffy.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, Duffy.
It's a great book. I will be teaching the class and talking a lot about sugar and how to identify the cravings and what you can do about it. I think it's very important because a lot of people get into a cycle of they just can't stop. But what they're doing is they're meeting the demands of their body because they have to do everything they have to do in life.
Do you find that women have more sugar cravings?
Yes.
Or at least more willing to admit them?
Good point.
So why do women have more sugar cravings?
Well, because we do more work than you do. No, no. We have hormones that have to be made, and so those take energy. And so I think also too, we're taken care of so much that the body has again the demands that need to be met. And I think I would go on record as saying that women have a harder time with the breakdown of food than men do. I have more female clients in my practice, and I certainly have my share of men, but women do have a little harder time with the breakdown of food.
And why is that?
I just think the amount of stress. I think men handle their stress differently, even when it comes to emotional stress. Men they can compartmentalize.
Well, we live in denial or
whatever you guys do, it works.
Repress.
Sure. Or you compartmentalize and you're able to get on to your next task. And women, we are not built for speed. We're not. So I think that plays into it.
Okay. Good point. Now, exercise. I've heard like marathon runners, they have like the fastest digestion. What role does exercise influence? Are there exercises people can do to make their digestion stronger?
Yes, actually I do give people exercises depending on what's happening with their body. There are exercises that I use from the neck all the way down to the feet to open up certain channels and to open up certain joints and to help the organs to be able to stimulate and move the way they need to.
And can you describe some of those exercises?
They are actually made by Dr. Loomis, and one of them is actually a lymphatic breathing exercise, which anybody can do, and it's wonderful, and it just involves...
Can you demonstrate?
I can. It involves laying down, so we'll just pretend we're laying down.
Okay.
And what you do is you just take a breath in and bring the chin up, and you inhale while you're bringing the chin up, and then you exhale while you bring the chin down. So the whole time your head is supported on the bed, and then if you want to get really fancy, you can add arms in and make a snow angel. And up, up, and away, and then down, down, and in. And that helps to stimulate the cranial lymphatic pump and help things to kind of move through the lymph system nicely. And that's one that I use a lot.
Okay. Personally or with your clients?
Both.
And how long would a person do that breathing exercise?
Well, every day if they know what's good for them.
Yeah. For how many minutes I meant?
Oh, it's 10 to 15 reps. And it could be more, and it could be less. When I start people out, I usually have them do 5 to 10. And if they get a little lightheaded, we just slow it down. You use your normal rate of respiration, and it takes a little bit of acclimation if there's some good lymphatic stress.
And are you going to be teaching exercises at your workshop?
I may.
Okay.
I may.
Yeah, I think it's excellent. Now, I come from a yoga background, and there's lots of different yoga postures for digestion. Are you familiar with any of the yoga?
I'm not.
Yeah. What about sit-ups? I mean, are they good or bad for digestion?
Well, what's good for me is not so good for you. I had back surgery last year, so sit-ups are not the best thing for me.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm definitely doing better. But I would say as far as good for digestion, maybe it may open things up and it may close things down. It depends. I'd have to see.
Right, or a person's own digestion or digestive system would let him or her know whether it's working or not.
And they may not know too. The way I test is I check through a little, again, my hands-on palpation to check for the muscle contraction. So what we could do is even check the digestive organs and then have somebody do some sit-ups and see if there's any change.
Uh-huh. There you go.
We may start doing that.
We only have like a minute and a half, and I've gotten through maybe a third of the questions. Why don't you talk about what you feel is most essential that you want to get out?
Well, I would say that so many people these days are after a higher health because they have a lot of health challenges. They don't feel good, or they're tired, or they have some unresolved health issue, or, as I mentioned earlier, some obvious digestive problem. I've seen clients who have been through gastroenterology with scopes up and down both ends that are inconclusive. And the good news is that correcting digestion and putting the enzymes in helps so many people to be able to manage the rest of what's happening, that I believe it's a first step in anything that may be going on with the body. It's not the end, and it's not the only answer, but it is, in my opinion, the most important thing too. Okay, got to wrap it up. Thank you so much. You've been listening to Renee Barasch. For more information about Renee, her Infinity class, Infinity Foundation, or InnerQuest talk show, stay tuned to the credits at the end. Until next time, wish you good health, good spirits, and good fortune. Thank you so much again, Renee. Thank you, Jay. You're wonderful. Thank you.
For more information about this show, our guests, Infinity Foundation, or any of our other programs, please visit our website, infinityfoundation.org, or call us at 847-831-8828.